I'm leaving behind my wife and kids, and I'm gonna definitely miss them all terribly. But $500,000, you just can't pass that opportunity up, especially when you have the experience that I have.
Jordan Jonas is a remarkable individual whose life journey has taken him from the rugged landscapes of Siberia to becoming a renowned wilderness survival expert and the winner of season 6 of the TV show Alone. From the vast landscapes of Idaho to the remote regions of Siberia, Jordan has shown the world that anything is possible when you've got enough nerve, and this was the thought that made his survival possible in the cold Arctic winters. Though Jordan has gathered a huge fan following that loves him for his rugged lifestyle and charismatic personality, there's a lot about him that the camera has not revealed to the world. From his childhood to being winner of Alone 6, there are many incidents that his fans deserve to know. So, without further ado, let's reveal what really happened to Jordan Jonas from Alone.
I'm definitely a jack of all trades. Fishing, and trapping, and hunting. I'm good enough at everything to win.
Jordan Jonas, a name synonymous with wilderness survival, is not a stranger to isolation. His remarkable journey led him to triumph on the most famous History Channel survival show, Alone. On the show, he showcased his impressive survival skills, ingenuity, and adaptability, ultimately winning a $500,000 prize. But who is this extraordinary individual, and what experiences molded him into the ultimate survivor? Born and raised on a small farm in northern Idaho, Jonas's deep connection to the outdoors was cultivated from a young age. His childhood was marked by outdoor adventures, working with animals and exploring the woods. He was from Assyrian and Danish heritage, so love for a rugged life was in his blood. However, it was when he turned 18 and went on a journey riding freight trains across the United States with his brother where he truly tasted the freedom of the great outdoors. What sets Jordan Jonas apart is his extensive experience in Siberia, Russia, where he spent the majority of his 20s. During his time in Siberia, he lived with a diverse group of people, from American settlers to Russian families, and eventually found himself with Evenki fur trappers and nomadic reindeer herders in the remote taiga. This 5-year sojourn in Siberia deeply ingrained essential survival skills into Jordan and made him pro in the survival field. Jonas's path to Alone began when a friend suggested he apply for the show. What intrigued him most was the fact that previous participants rarely hunted large game like bears on the show. He saw an opportunity to change that narrative. After submitting his application, Jordan promptly moved on with his life, almost forgetting about the prospect of appearing on Alone. Little did he know that fate had something else in store for him. 3 years later, producers reached out to him and his journey to the wilderness survival show began. Preparation was a crucial part of Jordan's approach as he readied himself for the challenging adventure that lay ahead. He knew that he needed to be in the best possible shape physically and mentally to thrive in the wild. To increase his chances of success, he made efforts to put on weight and honed his survival skills. It was his way of ensuring that he was well prepared for whatever challenges would come his way on the show. When Jordan finally found himself at Great Slave Lake in the Northwest Territories, he quickly realized that the reality of the situation was far from what he initially expected. The environment he encountered did not match the image of abundant berries, grouse, and bear signs he had envisioned. Even fishing, typically a reliable source of sustenance in the wilderness, proved to be a daunting task. Despite these unexpected challenges, Jordan's resourcefulness and determination came to the action. He quickly adapted to the situation, shifting his focus from what was absent to what was present. Instead of dwelling on what he couldn't find, he took note of moose tracks and rabbit signs to look for alternative sources of food. His quick thinking and adaptability were showcased when 30 minutes after being dropped off in the wild, he successfully shot a rabbit. This early success was a testament to his readiness and his ability to make the best of any situation, even in the face of unforeseen challenges. Season 6 of Alone, also known as Alone, the Arctic, was set in the harshest location in the history of the show. The 10 contestants were required to survive for up to 100 days in the Arctic wilderness with no food, water, or shelter provided. They were allowed to bring only 10 items with them, such as a pot and sleeping bag. The contestants faced a number of challenges, including extreme cold, hunger, and isolation, and they had to contend with wild animals such as bears and wolves. As the season progressed, the contestants were forced to make difficult choices. Some chose to stay close to their starting point, while others ventured out in search of better resources. Some focused on building a shelter and storing food, while others concentrated on hunting and fishing. In the end, only one contestant could survive for 100 days and win the $500,000 prize. The contestants were completely alone in the wilderness. They had no human contact and no way to communicate with the outside world. This could be very mentally challenging, especially for long periods of time. But for Jonas, it held a different perspective. His experiences in Russia, where he grappled with a language barrier and extended periods of isolation, had prepared him for the solitude of the show. He found the self-filming process to be a source of comfort as it made him feel less alone. The Arctic is home to a number of dangerous wild animals such as bears, wolves and wolverines. The contestants had to be aware of their surroundings and take precautions to avoid being attacked. Though Jordan was experienced in hunting, he was attacked by a bear while he was out searching for food. Luckily, he managed to escape unharmed, but the attack was a traumatic experience. For Jonas, his relationships back home were a source of strength, and his family's history of resilience greatly influenced his mindset on the show. His grandparents had faced unimaginable challenges, including the Armenian genocide, yet they raised an extraordinary family that provided Jonas with a legacy free of baggage. This family history gave him a profound sense of gratitude and perspective on the show. He viewed his time on Alone as an opportunity to share his skills and make the most of his abilities. On Alone, there is no room for complaints, and the only thing rewarded is action. Jonas embraced this mindset, constantly seeking solutions to the challenges he faced. Whether it was tracking and shooting a moose or ensuring he had enough food to sustain him, he proved himself to be a master of resourcefulness and adaptability. Jonas's approach was marked by a combination of realism and a hint of pessimism. He didn't just aim to win by outlasting his fellow contestants through starvation. Instead, he planned for success, assuming that others would also achieve their goals. His strategy was to beat them, knowing that the key to victory was enduring a long, dark northern Canadian winter. His optimism, resilience, and problem-solving skills were his greatest assets. The winner of Alone Season 6 was selected by a team of experts, including survivalists, medical professionals, and producers. The team considered a number of factors, including how long the contestants survived, how well they managed their resources, and how well they adapted to the harsh environment. In the end, Jordan Jonas was selected as the winner. He survived for 77 days in the Arctic wilderness, built a comfortable shelter, and hunted and fished successfully. He also showed a great deal of resilience and determination in the face of adversity and won a whopping prize of $500,000. Jordan Jonas has transitioned from his remarkable victory on Alone to a new chapter in his life. Today, he serves as a guide, leading people on a variety of mountain adventures, especially in some of the most remote and pristine wilderness areas within the lower 48 states. His guided trips encompass a wide range of outdoor experiences, including survival training, expeditions to remote and challenging locations, and hardcore backpack hunts. Jordan's primary goal is to share the wealth of knowledge and expertise he's gained throughout his life, helping others immerse themselves in the beauty and invaluable lessons that the great outdoors has to offer. Besides this, he runs a business named Team Jordan Swag that sells apparels, accessories, and drinkware. To those who want to go on solo trips into the wilderness, Jonas has a simple piece of advice: just go out and experience it. While you may face moments of misery, they're integral to the learning process.